Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I'm Honey and let's get started with this video. What are we gonna do in this video? Create a 4-digit pin generator using JavaScript, CSS and HTML. So over here, this is the preview. Inspect the console. I'm just going to clear the console, and when we'll do it, pin is on the way. The pin is on the way is just notifying the client that your pin is on the way and it's generating, and you have your pin between 1000 and 999. So let's start creating it. First of all, I have created this folder called password generator. Let's create a new file called home.html, and again one more file called home.javascript. I'm going to be naming them in a majority. You can rename them your wish. Over here we're going to be adding this emit abbreviation, which is going to be having the doc type HTML tag, the HTML tags, the body tag, and these meta tags, which are actually not necessary for this which we're creating, but then keep it. That wouldn't hurt. Now we're going to be renaming it to pingen.com. It's the name of my site. Now, one thing that I wanted to tell, you would be wondering that we're using MS Code over here, but if you have seen my HTML and CSS tutorial, if you have not, please see it. You will understand a lot better than now. We were using Notepad++. Why was I not using MS Code? Because over here MS Code you have a lot of fancies like these emit abbreviations, and you have the RGB color picker, which actually is not available in majority of the text editors. So I wanted to show you the real text board without these fancies. Okay, so over here now we're going to be adding the script source, and then home.javascript. Wait a second. Yep, now you have home.javascript. Now you want to create a button. This is the first button of my life. I'm really excited with you all, obviously, because I created that review, but with you all is the first one. So now we're going to be giving it a class, which is going to be button, short btn, short for button, by the way. And over here, guys, one thing, there is a difference between class and IDs. Okay, ID is also one thing, so there's a difference between class and ID. ID is just for one thing, you cannot reuse it. So supposing your name is X, I'm not gonna take real names. Supposing your name is X, you wouldn't have 5 names or more like Y, A, B, C, E. You would just have, okay, you can have nicknames, but your actual official name is going to be X and not many. That's why ID is just one, and class is even easier to trigger or target in CSS, and ID is a little difficult. It's a little more difficult. So over here, button class is button, and over here we're gonna be adding this on click, which is gonna be equal to what will we do when this button is clicked. The thing is going to be pingen. This is going to be a function that we're going to create in our JavaScript file. Remember to put the script source tag before the button tag, because this button tag, is linking, because this is going to be inside the home.javascript. But if we are not going to link it, then according to me it wouldn't work. I'm not going to experiment, or this video will be long enough to just bore you all. So let's do it quickly. So now pingen is going to be the function that we're going to be using, and let's just add the text that we want. So generate, and then when we'll save it, and we're going to be opening a file over here, Control O, home, boom, you have it. So nothing is going to happen, by the way, but you have the button. That's the best thing. Now let's get started over here. Inside this home.javascript, we're going to be adding a function called pingen. I'm just going to be checking the spellings. pingen, because even the slightest mistake in the spelling would just make your HTML document wrong. So now we're going to be adding this alert. Your pin, wait a second, pin is generating and delivered in the console. And we'll save it when and reload it. By the way, when we'll click this generate, you'll have your pin is generating and delivered in the console. Inspect, nothing would be delivered because we did not add it in the console, but now we're going to be starting again. So this is going to need some math. We're going to be writing console.log, and inside that Math.floor. Just notice this capitalization over here. I'm making maths with a capital M because it's an object. Inside Math.floor, we want to specify what would be inside it. It's going to be in a bracket. Again, because it's math, we're adding 3 numbers, so we should use the BODMAS rule: bracket, open, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So Math.random, and then this bracket, don't forget that. There are a lot of brackets and I am getting very confused, but it would be clear. Math.random into 9000 and outside the bracket plus 999. This is going to be resulting in 999. There are many ways to do it, but then it wouldn't just work. You can experiment, by the way. So now you would have the passwords in between 1000 and 9099. So let's go to over here, Chrome, and reload it. And when we'll go to the console, pin is generating and delivered. For now, I'm just going to comment out this alert function because we just need to focus on the pin. At the end, I'm going to do it again, uncommented, and you have the pins. Congratulations, go and make it. Just kidding, we're going to be adding CSS and make it look better. Over here, I was just actually joking, no offense. Over here, let's just uncomment the alert function. Wait a second, typos, there are a lot of typing errors. Over here, you wanna add the style tag, and inside style tag you're gonna add the CSS. So I like this about HTML, you can add CSS in just one tag instead of just linking the whole thing. That's the best thing. So let's inside style just write body, which is the whole web page, and we're gonna be giving it the title. No, not the title, I'm really sorry. We're gonna giving it the background RGB. So over here, guys, now you have the color picker. So this is the fancy that I was talking about. But for now, we're going to be using this because this is very helpful. But at that point of time, I wanted you to see the real HTML. Okay. We are going to be taking it as orange. And when we'll go to our pingen.com and reload it, this is looking nice. Yeah, it's better than this blue thing over here. Blue background. So over here now, as you know, we have given it a class name of BT, and we can trigger it by one simple thing. Before that, I'm going to add an each one tag in the body. Generate your random pin by just clicking the button. It will be delivered in the console. Okay, when we'll save it, and we're gonna go to our body and reload it. Generate your random pin by just clicking the button. It will be delivered in the console. Generate, your pin is generated and delivered in the console. Okay, so we're not going to be doing anything with this text because it's just fine, because I like it with this console. You can change it by watching the HTML video that I created. Maybe I did not add it, but we're not going to be fiddling with it. We're just going to fiddling with you button. I am fiddling with you. You are my nemesis. I'm going to change you and make you look better like this. Let's do that. Over here, wait a second. I added a lot of enters. Let me tell you this. A lot of enters sometimes result in bad things. Now, over here, guys, I'm just going to take out all those enters. Over here, we're going to be writing .btn to trigger the class, and then this, and then we can write anything. Supposing we change its background to something like RGB. Let's use a color picker. It's very helpful. You can just write any random thing, then long press, and you'll have it. Just hover over it for a little time, and you'll have it. So just for making sure that it's working, we're gonna be doing this and reloading it. You have it as this. So we're gonna be keeping it this. I'm liking it. I'm just going to make blue a little darker by just writing green with a lesser amount. So I'm gonna be using color picker because I have the least experience in RGB. Telling you this honestly. Lightest, but we're going to be changing it from here. Okay. Yep, this. When we'll save it, you have it this. Okay, nice. But I'm just going to keep whatever it was, because now you have black everywhere, because in the previous one we would have to change it to white, but black it's a nice combination, better than black and white. So the text is black and then your button is white. That's not good. So over here inside this btn again, we're gonna be adding this one more thing, background, and then the border. We're gonna be using pixels, so the border is going to be 1 pixel solid, and then we're gonna be naming it, so it's going to be RGB. Solid is just for telling it's not any like thing contrasting or anything, it's just like a simple color that we're gonna be using. Border, we're gonna be making the border a little darker. This, yep. And we'll save it, we'll reload it. We have something like that. I'm just going to zoom in on the button. It's not looking like a good combination, and I also acknowledge it. I'm going to change something to red. We're going to be trying red. Nah, it should be like a little less darker. Oh yeah, boo, this is looking nice. Booyah. Okay, nice. Now we're gonna be making it little bigger, so we're gonna be just messing around with the width and the height of this. So we're gonna be adding a semicolon to end the line, and then the width, we're gonna be fiddling around with this obviously, so I don't know exactly what should be the width. Let's try 100 pixels. Yeah, not 100 pixels, by the way. We're gonna be doing it a little more than 100. A lot. Boom. Let's do it 500. What would harm us? Yeah, we can make it even better. But you know what? I don't like this much. Let's leave it to 200. Ooh, yeah. Then we're going to be adding the height simply by adding a semicolon. Height over here. Then the height is going to be equal to, let's try 100 pixels. That's a lot. And that's looking very bad. Trust me. 50. Not good. I was liking that big idea, you know. By the way, big button. Nice. Now if we do it 100, I think this should match, and it's gonna be big, and big is nice. Let's just do it 400 because that is very very thick. We're talking about this, not this. This is the height, this is the width, by the way, so it's very thick from here, not here. And this is the one we want. The border is not good. Let's change the border to at least 3 pixels. And nice. Now we're going to be adding the border radius. It just makes it round a little. So border radius is going to be, let's try a 40 pixels. It's very very circlish. We're gonna be making a little smaller, 30 pixels. Let's try that. Again smaller, 20 pixels. Nice. Yeah, it's looking cool. This is nice. So I think this is going to be the end of the video. Just gonna check about some things that is not good. Let's try that over here. I'm just again going to comment it out because it's irritating me because I'm generating it a lot of times. Reloading, by the way. And we're gonna be generating a lot of them. We're gonna be inspecting them. So let's do that. Do it. And we shouldn't have anything bad. Okay. Copying the whole thing. And then I'm just going to make this a txt file, a text file. And we don't have anything wrong. So yes, you have a fully functional generator. Let's give it a last look and end this video. Save. And your pin is generating and delivered in the console. Pin is generating and delivered in the console. And now you have a fully functional one and there are no bad things in it. If there are any, you can check out my website and message me using the message box or directly contact me using my Gmail provided in the description. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye bye. And say one thing. Let me recapitulate what would be in the description for you all. And I'm requesting you, please check out my website and subscribe my channel and hit that like button. The link to the Into Textual JavaScript playlist, the link to the into HTML5 and CSS3 playlist, and the bonus sub-series playlist, which is like we recreated all of the projects that we created in code.org, like that age app which we created, if you would remember, on app lab. Now guys, one thing I'm gonna tell you, we can add one more part to it now that we know how to do buttons. So I think I'm gonna figure out a way to make something like an app like country info. So I have to find a way to just change the inner HTML using JavaScript. I'm going to do it and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye bye. And yeah, bye. Just nothing else. Bye.